short year to start. We want, might be once in 2 gas tanks full. And you see it coming. And it might be the wire. When the put up. Wow, I like your ball.
Also, like a half track running, went through a slow tiny
I think what I put on you, if it's said that point, take it in, tell, ask him to steer him. Like, think, that's what it's worth for the back. So you not chocolate, it should be. I bought a water pump online for like $20. The same thing as a new one. Last week,
Okay. Ready? I'll accept the motion in a minute for the last working meeting.
seconded.
All in favor?
Sorry,
They're all done.
Yeah.
Department head. Seeing Cindy first, you can go first.
But be a little quiet, I took an AWAC training for animal control. We have an agent, we have a regional agent for our area now. Casey. I haven't met him yet, but I've talked to us. That's about it.
That was too easy.
Yeah. It's cold, don't be anything about it.
Mike.
Well, is the assessors did their roundabout this year. It's like 33 properties that they had found that something was going on, whether it be a shed, a deck, a porch, something that wasn't permitted. So I mailed out, I think it was a total of 33 letters. And so far we've had 14 responses. Everybody willing to come in and get the applications, do what they were, should have done, would have done. And it all seems to be going pretty good. So that's what I've been working on the last couple of weeks. And the only regret I have is that I mailed them all out at once. I should have done, maybe broke them up a little bit so that I can give, attention to people as they come in. Not only is it a little overwhelming, but then people start getting upset if I'm not calling them back right away, or you know what I mean. So I guess that was my only regret, is I wish I would have broke it up a little bit more. But everybody's been really good about it, and it just makes the job a little bit easier. So I appreciate the residents of Brownfield, and other than that, we're good.
Good. All right, fire chief, your turn.
Okay, I'll take you to it, I want you.
Need a tablet over here.
She went delivered. Well. Been busy again, as usual. I did 7 medical calls, 2 accidents, 1 CO alarm. And 2 mutual aids, and we were over on the water rescue they had in Denmark, so the ice is not safe. We take an ATV out and go in the water, it's not good. We finishing up the May storm, we should get right around $60,000 on that one. I had to go out and do some GPSing for her this afternoon, but we should be finishing that one up either tomorrow or the next day and signing off on it, and that will be pretty
good.
So we should be doing pretty good getting recovery from what we put out in December and May. Good. You got Joe? We got that right away. So what do we have?
Mr. Public Works.
Oh, we're just working on trucks, little minor headlights and greasing. Was changing out the grader blades. I found a grader operator that might do some dirt roads for me later on.
Yeah.
Use that word very loosely.
Use that term pretty loose. I retired to run, you retired one.
We had an incident this last storm. Somebody found out what it's like to pack Ultra. It doesn't work out very well for them. I just want to put that out if anybody knows that, you shouldn't do that.
What did you say, do what?
One of our plow drivers was turning on the Caroline lane, the plow, And somebody decided to pass him. It didn't work out very well for her.
Out of candy corn.
Right, other than that, we're doing pretty good.
Good. And my wife went to Florida the other day and last storm. There you go.
Well, this last ice storm. We had to turn the spinners up to reach the road because we was in the ditch. Because the truck wouldn't stay in.
Yeah. Good. Um. Did they give you a timeline on that can, if you go to the new can?
Um, 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
Well, while talking about that, I asked Cliff if he would look into just the price on it, from the, the ones that go on the compactors.
Yep.
Just scale, we might be able to get the favor of that, no,
Yep. Yeah, we should.
They got color green on this can, you know, they get orange one.
No. I'm gonna spray bomb that dump body someday. Okay, we have a budget committee meeting tonight, right after this.
not really.
And Willie, oh yeah, we're gonna have Willie.
He's not on the list.
He's not on the list.
He's not on the agenda, so I guess he can't
He's not
speak.
there.
I didn't think I could hide behind you. It's pretty neat. There is hope.
Yeah,
Rec updates. K through 6 basketball is still playing the games. Continue through the end of the month. As far as rec updates, we have a paint night this Friday night. We've still got availability if anyone wants to join us. Upcoming events include community dance night, which is our yoga instructor is going to do a kids all ages, just a fun night, dance night, the 17th. So it's the first Saturday of vacation. Folk dance, just different learning how to dance and just a general community night. That following Monday, we'll have our community sledding party, where we will draw our beef raffle winner in public live. We have about 35 tickets left, so anyone that wants to get a ticket should reach out to me ASAP because they're gonna go quick now. Only 250 tickets sold, so pretty good chance to win a side of beef. Proceeds to that are gonna go directly towards new dugouts here. And we've got a couple quotes already and local contractors working on that. That Thursday, we're gonna have a kids paint night. So Kathy Green is a fairly new Brownfield resident. She was a parks teacher for 25 years. She's gonna come down and volunteer her time, and they're gonna have a paint night for kids, and we got all the supplies ready for that. So we got a busy February vacation week planned. Anyone that's interested in coming to the community center and getting fitness memberships, those are at an all-time high. So we've got a new treadmill and a new rowing machine coming, and been pretty busy over there as far as that goes.
good.
Yep. So that's about it.
Your 2 coffee things are still in the back of my truck. Your 2 pump.
Oh yeah, yep. I'll grab those later. Thank you.
Willie, where will the sledding party be?
It's gonna be on Farnsworth again.
Okay.
Have you called the snowmobile club?
I am not. So Jen said she was taking care of that. I know she's been sick for 3 days, so.
Yeah. Only reason I saw it, like, when I went to the dinner the other night, it was on the board.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to get together on that.
You got anything, John? Frank, anything?
Nope, not that I know of. I wanted to tell you about that. I talked with Cliff about that painting. And
You
Yes.
running numbers. We got our own truck.
I haven't got that far. What I'm starting to do, so that we got something to compare, getting prices from other companies. Because, I mean, you can't just. You gotta know the numbers.
Oh, yeah, that's all our numbers do.
Now you put me off, I was had something on my mind though.
Cams, you're on the.
Yeah. That and, oh. I asked Wanda about, cause Cliff asked me if there heard anything on the insurance, you know, about the stuff that burned up. I guess no one's heard anything yet.
I'll have to get, I'll ask Lynn tomorrow for the number for that guy. See if we can find out something. Cause we should have known something by now, I mean,
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, there shouldn't be just mail a truck and cash it. There should be some
Right.
back and
back and
forth
forth with the thing, yeah.
Yeah.
agreeable.
Yep. Okay.
Would you guys decide on the mechanics on the transfer, but not all of it, that on?
What I'd like to see happen is. CIA has hauled that before. I don't know if they refuse to haul it now or not. But if we can find out if they'll haul it. Fill it up with steel. Let them haul it down there. If they say we're not hauling this thing anymore, then. We'll sell the whole thing, steel container and all. It's like, you know, if it's not safe to be on the road, then it's no sense in hanging on to this one.
I don't,
But I,
only thing, I don't know, right now, I think steel's down to $70 a ton. So you're gonna get,
not much for it.
no,
I thought they
Well, it
were
won't
gonna,
cost any, let it sit there for a while. either.
well, yeah, but if somebody wants to buy it.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
they weren't gonna use it to put like refrigerators and stoves and stuff like that in it.
well, we talked about that too. Richard said,
Just for storage to keep them separated between the tires and the
well,
refrigerators.
well, not only that, but. There again, the CIA will haul it, because the refrigerators go to CIA once they're cleaned out. So they'd all be loaded and be gone, plus they. Kind of pacify the DEP, so that you're not, you know, they're not being stored right against the tires.
So I guess somebody's just gonna call them and see if they wanna do it that way, or. If they wanna do it. You know, we figure out what we do with it one way or another. Yeah, nobody's gonna haul it, and it's no good.
Right.
So, we wanna find out if CIA will even haul the thing,
Yeah,
go from there.
because they have hauled it before.
Cliff has shown interest, he might be interested. So, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
However, whatever we find. That's all I got. I got nothing.
What about this spectrum frames out?
You know what, I've not seen the answers yet that have come back, we gotta look at what Zach has done. I think. I have to look at my email there, I think there is another meeting tomorrow night on Zoom. With the broadband committee. So I wanna look at it and go over that. Because they have a lawyer from Stoneham too that's looked at it and has a whole bunch of questions too.
Zach had a few, didn't he?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's not really what they've done, some of this is they're saying they only do 150 feet to a house. Well, when they put in the application, they, you know better than that. They, their application is for 1,500 feet.
You hear them from somebody else.
No, no, I'm just getting mine off. They, so, you know, they can't be getting paid for the federal government to go 1,500, up to 1,500 feet. You know, saying they're only gonna do 150.
All right.
That's a big deal, so.
Well, I noticed Patrick hasn't been here for a while, so I don't know.
No,
He seems to be pretty informed of what's going on. That's,
he's working in Dearborn at night now. So that's kind of why he's not around. We've had a couple of the Zoom meetings he's been on, while he's working.
He did send an email. Patrick did, asking what's going on, and Dick and I talked about it and asked me to send him the information.
From Zach.
So he can look it over and Dick will get a copy as well.
Will they give you any pricing if they do come in?
Not accurate pricing.
What does that mean, if they accurate pricing?
Well, they're throwing a carrot out. You know, they originally said around $50. Well, we know that's gonna be, you know, a channel and a light bulb or something, you know. I don't know if you get much, you know, speed out of it. But the federal government is making them do a thing for elderly people and people who can't afford it. So that's, and you don't count, you're not elderly enough.
Fairpoint's going right through the roof.
Yeah. Went crazy on
I've
all.
gone up another $10 this last month.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, there's gonna be competition out there, and that's the problem with this area, there is no competition.
I get 23 channels
For
on the
the pricing and what speed for the pricing, you know, that's matters too.
Yeah. Yeah. Not sure. 100 over 100, is that?
Is that up and down?
Yeah, up and down, I believe.
Well, from the phone company, you can get plenty of distance.
Yeah. That was, I believe that's what they were talking about, the last time. It's all Chinese to me. You know.
Make a motion to adjourn?
no, yeah.
Not yet?
All right.
Gotta go through this.
Oh, all right.
Well, it wouldn't take very long.
Card funds.
All right, first of all, we got a letter from Steve Nutting on the comprehensive plan implementation committee, steering committee. Regarding the comprehensive plan implementation concerns. We questioned the date for them to meet. To provide their first quarterly update to us. And they would like a suggested date.
Have you guys thought about what was done last week, or we're gonna table this?
Well, if anything, I think we should probably get the first update from them and just find out.
Okay.
I mean, they're not gonna come and present anything.
Yeah, we can listen. Yeah, we'll listen.
That would be nice.
It defeats the point of what I'm trying to do, but.
That's fine.
There's never too much information,
Right,
but it doesn't have anything to do with what I'm trying to.
some of this is kind of, I won't say confused. I'm not
Exactly.
up 100%. Really. What's going on or what to do, because It's just like I pointed out I think it was last week. That all the other, like the planning board and the. Budget committee, and the school board and the select board, are all elected. So you got, somebody's accountable for what they're doing, I guess.
The only problem I'm having is all the elected. If they have issues, they're never correct. And we're not responsible for the elected issues. Or we're not elected, we're not accountable for the elected boards,
You mean they're not accountable to us? Is that what you mean?
both ways. If they've got issues, we can't press them. It's not up to us, it's up to the public.
Okay, so. This is where it gets, to me, it's confusing, because what are you asking for? It sounds like you don't want them elected. So what's, I guess I need to know what.
They kind of should be
trying to do.
appointed if you want to have any control.
We're responsible for what they do. They're not planning boards, so they fall under selectmen. So I think we should have control that it's running properly, it's running efficiently, it's not being manipulated, it's not being argumentative, it's not my way or the highway. And it's
Yeah.
all written out clear enough so that Joe public can understand it and eliminate the confusion.
Okay, and just to clarify this, because. We are only talking to the chairman of the boards on any of these things from now on. Spoke to Sonia about it the other day, and she felt that's the way it should be. Nobody from the planning board should come in here and say something about this or that. It should be directly come from the chairman, not from any other person that is. Because it may be a different thing than what the chairman actually thinks, what actually happened. People put their own spin on things.
And there's no rush on this, digest it some more. Get
Yeah.
More information. Well, I didn't even want to talk about it today.
Okay, well. No, but he's requesting a meeting with us.
Oh, they're in the tailspin. Oh, yeah.
We. So what do you want to do about this request?
I mean,
There's no rush on this. We can hold off and.
yeah, the third week of something, month, whatever, we could just find a time that we can do it.
So whether we do a workshop or however we do this, but. I put it on the table last week, so we can digest it. Get your point of view. I've got mine. I know what I want. And what I want is in the best interest of the town. But you two gotta feel the same way. So that's just.
Yeah, we'll make a date next week, we'll figure out what we want to do.
Right, so just let this go right now.
Yeah. Chad?
I'm not on any boards,
Yeah.
but I have a question. How is the town supposed to elaborate or understand anything if you guys aren't discussing it so we can understand it? If you guys have a problem with a board, shouldn't you bring it to the public's knowledge also? So they can either sit in on one of the meetings that the board, that board is having, so they might be able to understand it better?
Anything we do will be an open meeting.
Yeah.
The only thing that I know about what he's thinking is discussed right here, because we don't talk about it. If you get the idea that we're talking about this and trying to make a plan outside of this meeting, you're wrong.
I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying, if there's a problem with a certain committee.
Yeah.
You should bring it, say, hey, public ought to go to these meetings and find out, so they can come back and give you guys more input, saying. Yes, we agree on what you're trying to figure out, or we can go, no, we think it's going well just the way it is. That's all I'm trying to say,
We do
as
that.
the town, we should be able
Mhm.
to have some input.
Yeah.
Right,
We're doing that.
I agree.
Then I'm asking, what are you working on then? Because I have no idea what.
He had questions
Yeah,
that he wants to ask the attorney or whatever. He's got questions, I've got to iron out what I want. So they'll do whatever they want during the week, they'll go through her, and then when we meet next time, we'll have our decisions.
Decisions on what? That's what I'm
Whatever
asking,
their questions are. We'll find out when they get them answered.
but I'm saying, what are the questions for what? What committee are we talking about? Are we talking about the budget committee, or are we talking about the planning committee, or are we talking about the whatever that
Comprehensive
committee is?
committee is what we're discussing right now.
The what?
Comprehensive committee.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know what you guys were talking about. That's why I was asking.
Well, I'm sorry. We were. One more.
Yeah, go ahead, Terry.
So I guess two things, if you would like to communicate with the chair of the committee, it would be a good idea to let the chair know that
Right.
topic is coming up, so they can be here. And last week, the comprehensive plan committee had no idea that topic was discussed, otherwise they would have been here, so that would be,
Yeah.
courtesy we would appreciate, if you would
But-
let us know.
We weren't really planning on discussing, it just came
It
up.
was in the correspondence and it came up, so we're just trying to table it. What we're trying to do.
That's one reason why we have to be kind of careful what we say up here, because the minute it goes out there, people start asking questions, and then all of a sudden it's a, you know what I mean, it's an issue.
Yeah, so I guess my second question is, John, last week you said you were confused about, how this committee.
I know exactly what, when, where and how, but it's not, doesn't matter what I know. It's what the public knows.
So the public has voted on the comprehensive plan, and we shared a communication with you that you're referring to in correspondence that we hoped would clarify any confusion that was expressed last week about how this
Oh, I've got.
committee came to bid. So that's what was in that correspondence. It was actually in the comprehensive plan. That's what established the implementation committee. That was required by the state. So that was in the
Point of
plan.
order, the chairman is supposed to speak.
That was the,
Right.
excuse me,
That's,
that was in the plan, and the plan was voted on by the public.
the plan says there is an implementation committee, but we have to make the committee. And that's where the fine line becomes, okay? The comprehensive plan committee itself is done. They did the plan, they're done. They're all over with. Now it's the implementation committee, and we have to appoint that.
Did
And
you
it's
read
not
what's in
done
the
yet.
plan, in the comprehensive plan, it's in that letter?
That doesn't make any difference.
It,
That's just ink on
Yes, it
paper.
does, the town voted on
the town voted on the
The plan.
implementation committee.
it, on
The
the plan.
plan. There's no.
Implementation committee was
Right.
part of the plan.
there's-
Right.
You're
there's
wrong.
no
But it's a
way.
plan. See, there's where the funny words come in. It's always a plan until now it has to be here. It's a plan, and that we have to appoint the people to implement the plan. And that's what we have to look at now. That's what we're trying to do, but if people wanna push it off and keep acting with us, it'll just go on forever. Which is too bad, because it shouldn't have to happen that way.
It's too bad. We would like to tell you what progress we have made in the last quarter.
And
Point of order,
We're
you're
waiting-
not supposed to be
We're
talking.
waiting for an opportunity to do that, so you can see what has.
but
been
that,
done.
and we.
She's
we're gonna-
addressing a comment,
You're
yes,
not
All
allowed.
right. Go on.
Make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor? Well done, thank you.
Subdivision?
Was there anything else? Well, we adjourned. All right.
We're here for the cheap entertainment.
There you go.
Um,
John's not.